I didn't want to go live, but I'm going live. Not really sure what I'm going to be doing, but can't do it without my friend over here. I'm just patting my paper like that, right? Like, what about that? Ah. Put her back down. So what I'm going to be doing right now is what I did with this. Okay, this is how I want to start because I really don't have anything dreamt up right now. And when I find out, when I discover something new, although it might not be anything new to anybody else, I implicate it into the fabric of creation, into the blueprints, the equations that are used and where they come from and how we can recreate them and what our roadblocks are and what our elements are that can unblock some of those roads. The three-way reverse movement equaling to 6 of Rubik's Cube, 1404. What is the 14-4? There's 26. There's 26 blocks. And every block has 6 sides, equals 156. There are 156 divided by 12 equals to 13. In 12 years, there are 13 moons reflecting both male and female. So if there's 13 moons per year, then we're running the year off of the male. Therefore, we're running the moon off of the male for the female cycle. We also say that 34, 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 is 3 and 4. That'll be blue for boys. It'll be because of cold water and ice. Why? The reflection of water or the blue skies and ice is all blue. So how are we supposed to look at that color? They say as you go up higher in the plane, it's colder. So we're going to say the coolness cools the air or something in the oxygen to blue. I don't know what that means. I'm just telling you how it works with the numbers. The mathematics of 12 will create a 7. The mathematics with a 12 will create, with a 13 will create a 7. With a 12, it's going to create a 5, 5775. One 526. 1 5 is the opposite of 2 6. Where 84 and 73 come into the factor. Now, you might not understand why 84, because if I pick up this, there's 9. If I take off 5 of the areas, there's 4 left over. Take off 5 of the area, there's 4 left over. Now there's 1. If I take off 1, there's 8 left over. 8 and 1, 5 and 4, 2 and 7, 3 and 6, 90, 90, 99. The star system of creation. The art, the math work, the 90, 90, 99 of the star system. There are 4 times 99, and there are 4 times 99, and there is 1 times 132, unless we want to revert that to 6. Right, so here's the book. So what happens is I take this number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I do it again. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 18, and I do it again and again. I do it 4 times. I can do it 3 and I can do it 2 for the other equation, but now I'm giving its full 4-part equation. What happens with 4? And anyways, I'm not going to get into that 2, 3, 4 formation right now, or the 9 formation. Let's not talk. Just let's say, so the end result, okay, is we end up with this number, right? If you add up the first sections of what is 6, 6, 15, 24, 33, 24, 33, 6, 15, 24, 33, 5, 14. It's not a double of 5, 5, 10, 15. That's not it. It's 5. It's 14. It's 23, 32, 4, 13, 22, 31, 3, 12, 21, 30, 2, 11, 20, 29. Only goes to 29. 1, okay, goes to 28. 29 make up the moon right over here. 1 and 2 make up of that moon. 29 into 28. Human. Man is 28. Hue is in the light, number 29, the IT system from the sun systems. So when I get this total here, 5 and 8 is 13, 6 and 2 is 8, 6 and 6, 12, 70, 7 and 4, 11, 7 and 8, 15, 8 plus 2, 10, 8 plus 6, 14, 9 plus 0, 9. When I add up 10, 14, 9, 7, 11, 15, 13, 8, 12. It's all 33, 33, 33. When I add it up this way, it's 33, and I add it up this way, it's 33. The only place it's not 33 is down here and down here, 30 and 36 for the 66 creation. It's 66 plus 11. It's 66 plus 11, horizontal, vertical. This way, separation is usually by 1. This is usually box number 1. Should we make changes to these boxes, or have they arrived where they need to be, or should I subtract their first reality, giving this one 0, giving this one 6? What that means is, because their box is already noted to be 1, 2, 3, and we only usually count the star system is 3. This is full formation. We need to take out one line. Okay, we need to take out one line. Let me show you. Once I take out a line, right, first we have this, right? That's 4. But after that, what we're going to remove a line, we're going to have here, then we're going to have 2, then we're going to have 3, and we have 4. These are 4 different stars from this one star. If we want to, how can we look at that star, right? See that? Even if I did that, right, this one goes down. Even if this is noted to be 2, 3 over 7, 8, this one is 1 through 9. Now I'm going to see the cross angle. I couldn't do this 2, 3 anymore. I had to do this. This is 6 through 9, and this is 1 through 4, where we run crisscross 3 through 7. In this one over here, okay, right, in this one over here again, we're running 69 over 14, but this one we're crossing the pole at 28. This is the cycle of our moon running into this one and into this one over here. So it seems like they can run 2 different star systems and connect this. So how do I get myself to that? And even the Star of David, I'm just going to do the base star, right, where we use these 2 areas here. See, the one is bigger than the other. Talk about the B. You want to talk about the B one and being smaller than the other. These looking like Roman numeral 10, also hourglasses, right? Hourglasses looking like number 8. So is it 8 or 10? What do we do with the octagon October? Over here, we have mathematics that'll come in. That'll be 5 and 6 equals to 11. And here it'll be 8 and 12 equaling to 20. Here we're going to have 30. Let me go 1 times 5. Okay, 32 and 12 equaling to 44. This we're going to have 21 and 10 equaling to 31. These are those equations, whatever flat out they mean. I'm not going to take them any further from now. What I will do is this one will end up to be base 3, 1, and this will finish at 8, 4. So for me, it already tells me about the cube. Anything that, okay, it also tells me about man. I also know that it's the AI connecting 2 worlds towards the moon because of the mathematics of 13. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 equals 3 equals to 4. 4 times 3 equals to 12. 3 plus 4 equals to 7, and 12 equals to 19. I know the continuation of 19 will stay at 19. I know that 2 times 19 equals to 38. I know that 3 times 19 equals to 57. I know that 4 times 19 equals to 76 for the spirit of 76, which is a connection between Mars 51 V16 or Earth 52 V117. But if I go this way, it's the third planet. If I go this way, it's the fourth planet. 252 151. 33 by 47 equals 1551. It is our passage, our vibration passage through Mars. This one is going to signify Pluto, 84. It's also going to replicate a few scenarios. If the total is 12, then this one is 1/3, and this one is 2/3. And you can also say 23, and you can also say 13. Since it's 13, one part what goes into the moon, 13 will go into 19, and then 19 will go into 57 3 times. And it just so happens, okay, that the oceans, right, the oceans and time, 5959 on the clock, right? When you look at this over here, this 14 and 5 equals to 19, 57, and 19 inside the word Neptune. So both sides, and neg also when said and not written can also mean birth or born from, if you want to put ni together. Now you can remove the ne and the ne over here, and then you have 7, 2, 3 in the center. Now, I just said 7, 2, 3. 7 and 2 is the house of bait, 72. And then 73 is creation in the gate, 27. You know, things are made when you have 360 degrees, you have full form. Well, 3 times 6 and 3 plus 6 equals to 19 equals to 27. This is the letter I and R. They are the reverse of each other. Therefore, if the reverse of each other, we had to go all the way around and connect them together. And this is right on this face right here. 2 and 7 is right here. Take off any one of these two, there's 7 left over. 1 and 2, okay, Mercury and Venus. The planet number 103 and 81. 103, the same thing as JC. The same thing as Earth and Mars 103. The same thing as September, giving the 7th gate to the 9th birth on the 273rd day. September 30th, the 273rd day. 91 times 3 equals 273. Creation in the house of bait at the gateway. These two are my bookends, my BC world coming together. So it's 273. One of the things is when you add up 1 through 13, it equals to 91. When you multiply it by 3, you end up with that number. Now the word 13 equals to 99. 1/3, 13. 44 for the word teen, which will divide the night and day. Also created from the numeric value from Pluto. 8 times 4, 8 plus 4. 28 for the cycle of the light. 27. The light of IR. 99. 99 is also for the word Jupiter. Ter meaning the eye of Earth, the electronic eye of Earth. IT system, born into the sun systems. This will equal number 29, 20 and 9. The way to get there is 5 times 4, 5 plus 4 equals to this. How far is the sun away from Jupiter? Not very far, since they invert to each other, and they invert with this number. 9 times 6 equals to 54. 9 times 5 equals to 45. This one over here will end up to be 59. This one will be 69, always in rotation of 33. 3 times 3 equals to 9. 3 plus 3 equals to 6. And that rotation, here's your 9, is the percentage of, and here's your 6. You only draw the hexagon. You only have 3 lines, so it's only 3 parts of the star, right? And you can even finish it off if you want, right? So there's only 3, so 6 is the number. 6 is the number. What happens with 8? 8 is if you connect both of these, then you get 8. You get the 888 star system. This is your 888 star system. So when you bring this back up over here, what that 888 becomes, the 888 becomes like this. Right? Now, we have to be careful because 1 and 19 equals to 20, and 10 and 28 equals to 38. Number 1 gets split up. I should be doing different numbers with number 1 because half of these are red and half of these are black. It's the only one that does it. In roulette, they change from red to black, so I know you get flip-flop. Now, the thing is with a triangle, right? I go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. And that would be 1, 4, 7, 2, 5, 8, 3, 6, 9. But it's not till you get A, B, C equaling to 6, right? Well, you'll get B, C, D equaling to 9, where you'll have A, B, C, D equaling to 10. So you have all of them equaling to 10, but we end up with more because we break it down and it's 3 out of 4 and 3 out of 4. So it becomes 1.5 more than the value of what it is. And then we're living, instead of 90 seconds on the clock, we now live 60 seconds on the clock. The word basketball is reduced and telling us about 48 seconds on the clock. 48 is 1.25 times 48. And then we have 1.5 times 60. And this will equal to the 60, and this will equal to the 90. Now, my question is, if I want to go up one more level, can I go up one more level? That if I was counting my 360 degrees, right, I'd be counting 6 by 60 for 360. I'd be going 4 by 90 equals 360, but I need to go 3 by 120 equals to 360. Or will I go 30 times 12 equaling to 360? The game of hockey is going to tell me about 3 periods. Does 30 equal to 3 in whole, or should I be using 3? Should it be 100% to equal 1? How would I determine, do I put just a number 1 or 100, meaning a whole? Is 100 a whole? I mean, we all know that C is 100, right? And C can be noted as creation. C is the 3rd letter in the alphabet. So I'm not really sure how to do it, if I should be looking at Roman numerals. In fact, it's not should I be, you should be looking at everything and documenting everything, because that's the science, to look at everything. You don't look at just what pleases you or what satisfies you. If there's something that can be compared to it, we need to look at it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who it is. If anybody in science, if anybody's in science, and you tell me about the biggest science person that has ever been mentioned in the world, and you can find it amongst the names of all the philosophers and all the gods whoever created, if they are God of their nature and they want the best for their child, they'll want their child to outdo them like any father. And we regard the God as our father. We want our children to outdo us. We will open up the floodgates. Don't let them stop thinking. because your knowledge is also your security. Since you know that you have to protect yourself in the kingdom, whether you're protecting it from the rain or the snow or the cold or the fire, right? Whatever you're protecting, right? Call it anything of survival, call it not a survival, learning to protect. So if the Lord made it that way and then says something opposite to the effect that don't create in my image, okay, there's a twist into don't create in my image. Now, if we go to the I think it's I'm not really sure. Let me look this up in my pictures. And I think it's called right. So BLD 234 in that dictionary, right? And the word dictionary is a word within itself, and the word law is a word itself that can be found in pieces and parts in this. And I haven't read it yet, but please note that who are you? How do you call yourself? Should you use another language when when someone refers to you? Don't use your mother tongue language. Use something else, so that the definition would have to be broken down. That if we were capable of given different I don't like to say the engenders, right? Then we should be able to change the fixing of what we call ourselves, and we should call ourselves by the nature under another terminology from another language, thus protecting yourself from any laws that are noted to be your admiralty, the admiralty effect of the law. Were we born in the ocean? Actually, they called that the ocean. Did we become born onto the land? Anyways, I don't want to get into that right now. I don't know why I got off of this. So what I want to show you is that we have the A, B, C, D, right? So when we came here, right, if we want to go, we had, should I go A1, B3, C6, right? Should I say, well, I went to here is 1, I went to here is 2, right? I went from here to here. Now I'm going to here is 3. This is actually my 3 right over here. So my D, right? My D is the 10. So this is 4, 3, 2, 1. So when I got to here, that was my fourth one. Or should I have done it this way, right? Should I have gone like this? A, B, A, B, C, A, B, C, D. So here I would have said what? I would have said 1 here. I would have said 3 here. I would have said 6 here. I would have said 10. So in this action, I have a total of 20 that showed up. Now, when I repeated everything, I had 10. But what did I have 10 from? I had 4 letters, 7 letters, 8, 9 letters. I had 10 letters. So I'm trying to see what I'm going to understand. So it took me 10. So now, how is it going to be that I'm going to get the 20, right? Can I continue this on as A, B, C, D, E equaling to 15? Now, I only have 5 fingers, so I'm going to have to remove a finger and then go B, C, D, E, F. And this one's going to equal to 20. This one's 15. Now, if I want to go to the next one, C, D, E, F, G. So if I did that in here, this would equal to 25. 3 and 4, 7 and 5 is 12, and 6 is 18, and 7 and 25. And then when I go D, E, F, G, H, this one's going to equal to 12, and 12 is 24, and 6. This one's going to equal to 30. So now we're counting in fives. So when we go to the 5 count, and we go D, E, F, G, H, I, 14 and 14, 28 and 7. This is 35. And this is F. So now the cube is finished. F, G, H, I,
J, and this is 16, and 16 is 32, so this is 40. And of course, we always have to go to G, H, I, J, K, and that's 18, 36, and 9 equals to 45. Now, do we stop over here and over here? You see, because the zodiac has 12 in it, so I'm going to go all the way to H. Now, if I'm going here, it's gematria stopping. If I go over here, I might be counting in Chaldean. H, I, J, K, L. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 12 and 8 is 20, 40. And this one's going to equal to 50. Now, here I have my 12 set up for the zodiac. I have to understand how I can load this up for my zodiac. Should I have started this way? Why did I start this way? Why didn't I go just to 5 letters? Why didn't I go A, B, C, D, E? I'm going to do that in my next count for a better understanding. But if I did go A, B, C, D, E, I would end up with 15. A, B, C, D, E. If I did go B, C, D, E, F, I would equal to 20, and I already got that. Now that, showing you the beginning one more time, I'm going to get to you in a minute, Miss Tammy. When we go that to the beginning one more time, we're going to end up with this 1, 5, this 1, 5, and then on the other side, we're going to end up with the 2, 6, right? Now, the thing about that is when I add up 1 through 5, it equals to 15. When I have 2 through 6, it equals to 20. When I say this is the game of pool, right, 15 becomes the game of pool, and 20 becomes the game of darts. In the game of darts, you have double and triple. You also have the 25 and the 50. In the game of pool, we have the 8 ball, but we also have 7-1-7 in the game of pool. We have 7 balls to each player, and then the 8 ball. But the reality is you have 8 and 7 because there are 8 balls that are solid in pool, and there are 7 balls that are striped. So it'll be 8 solid, 7 stripes. 1 times 7, 1 plus 7. So when you're talking about the 1 plus 7, you're going to have to look at this one. The 1 multiplied by 7, you're going to look at this one. So that's how we can differentiate what side. So since we got the 7 is going to have to be for Earth. And I'm going to leave the 8. I like to say the 8 is part of Mars. Although Earth is number 7 and Mars is number 6, Mars skips over into 8. Mars skips back and forth into 8. See, Mars is number 51-6, right? The cat is number 42, is number 24. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 is 8 and 6, and it goes on each side of the 7th gate, which gets the gold to the silver and the bronze. If you didn't understand that, I'll explain it to you, and it fits directly with our vibration. That's because 432 creating 10, 10, 10. When you create 10, 10, 10, it's part of the star system, right? Which is actually 1, 1, 1. I'm going to show you how that part is the star system in a minute. I don't know if I was supposed to put anything in here. We had to get to this one over here. 3 times 120, Rubik's Cube. There's only 3 sides. It's 120 each for 360. You spin it this way, you spin it this way, you spin it that way. 3 ways. Hockey, 3 periods. 3 periods, 20 minutes. We have the 3 times 120. We have the 4 times 90. Just want to note that this is 360 and this is 360. Also to note that we need 4 times 360 to be 1440. That's how many minutes there are in a day. And then we have to multiply that by 6 in order to get 86,400 seconds in a day, where the 86,400 or 86,400 seconds to the diameter of the moon to 86 million or 8,640,000, regardless to what it is. And also, when you multiply that by 3, right? When you 3 times that equals to 25,920, which is the Great Mayan year, 25,920. So it all fits together. Now, the difference between 3 and 4 is is 25,920 divided by 120 equals to 216. 216 by 120. That's going to be talking about our moon, right? And then we're going to go to 25,920 divided by 90, and that's going to be 288. So one of them is going to be 216 for the 120 degree, and that'll be Earth 3 times. This will be Mars 4 times, giving me 2888, telling me we're running, this is Mars time and Moon time. This is the diameter of the Earth Moon, 2160. 10 is our base creation. 2880, this is 2 days. If you want to talk about 2 days, we're going to talk about a puck. Same numeric value as Mars. And I'm just starting to think that the days run off the moon over here. There's only 3 periods in hockey. Mars is also number 51. It's not 26. This is 1.5, right? 1.5 times 1440, or 2.5 times 1440. Let me see what this, let me see, do I get this? Oh, no, not 2.5, 2 times 1440. See that 15 and that 20? It's the same 15 and 20 that shows up here. 2 through 6 is 20. It now gets darts. And 1 through 5 over here now gets the game of pool. And just to note that it's T-O, just the 2 letters that go with it, T-O-A-E-B, the base letters. I'm not going to make anything obate, A-E, bot, A-E bot, an A-E bot, I don't know. So this one over here will be the 2 times 1440, and this will be the 1.5 times this. So I'm just trying to figure out how this fits into our complete cycle. This one was Earth, and this one was Mars. Mars is 4 times 90, Earth is 3 times 60. There's 72 more. And now our year, right? All this has to be worked on 360 degrees. If it's based on 360 degrees, we're missing 72 here, right? We're missing 144 here. We're missing half a day here. We're missing a whole day here. Now 1.5 and 2. 1.5, when you go to the 2 opposite of the 5, there's a 1.5 difference. This is an Earth number. 3 and 4, 7. 3 and 4, 7. 6 and 1, 7. That's not what I'm looking for. Anyways, let's just get that out of the way, see where we went with that. 5, 10, 15, 20. The average of each one of these dots is 5. The reason is when you add up all these sections, it equals to 45, right? This is noted to be what is the Fox. Fox is also part of the Mars headquarters. Fox 45. 6, 15, 24 equals 45. 51 is Mars. 24 divides the gates. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 creates your 8 and 6. Like I said, I was going to explain that. I was going to explain the 8 and 6. Now what happens? Like I said, 51, that's our vibration. We have 4, 3, 2. And what we do is we go 6, 7, and 8. And they all create 10s. Now it fits into the star system. I had to make it longer. 1, 2. No, this is wrong. I have to do it this way. Okay, so I can do this here, this here, this here, and that over here, right? So I take the calculator, I go 7, 3, 6, 4, 2, 8. And then this one over here, I go 1, 9, 2, whoop, 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 whoop. I just give me a second. I don't like to use my calculator. Let me not do it that way. My calculator, right, that's upside down. I'm always working upside down. Okay, let me see if I can correct this. 7, 3, 4, 8, 2, and then this here is, I didn't want to work with that one. I'm not going to work with that one. Let's take that out of the way. Okay, so we got that. Here we got the 8. Here we got the 2. We got the 6. We got the 4. And here we got the 1. This one over here, we got the 8. We got the 2. We got the 7, 9, 1, 3. And then this one over here, we got 9, 7, 1, 3, 4, 6. So when you take a look, right, you have 10, you have 10, you have 10. Now, the difference between here and here is I'm using 9 and 1, not 7 and 3, 9 and 1, 10, 4 and 6, 10, 8 and 2, 10. Then over here, I'm using the corners, 7, 9, 3 and 1, 10, 10, 10, right? And I'm not using 4 and 6. And here I'm using 4 and 6, but I'm not using 2 and 8, and they're all 10s. So each one of these is going to be 30, 30, 30, and 30. So that'll be 4 times 30 equals to 120. Now, if I want to count the full star, okay, I'm going to be counting 7, 4, 1, 2, 5, 8, 9, 6, and 3. And now we have the 1 and 9 equals to 10, the 2 and 8 equaling to 10, the 3 and 7 equaling to 10, the 4 and 6 equaling to 10. And that will be my 40 star. So they took us a walk in the star system. So what's the 120? The other thing about this is this is 10 and 9, 10 and 16, 10 and 21, 10 and 24 equals to 34, equals to 31, equals to 26, equals to 19. 1 times 9, 1 plus 9. 2 times 8, 2 plus 8. 3 times 7, 3 plus 7. 4 times 6, 4 plus 6. They're all going to work with J. JI, JP, JU, and JX. Their answer over here, because I can't reduce it, I can use it as an S. Okay, I can also use it as the A. This one over here, I can use as the Z and the H. This one over here, I can use it as the M and the D. And this one over here, I can use it as the G, C, D. And then this one, G, C, D. And this one over here, I can use as the A, C, D. And what that is that 2 and 6, okay, is also B and F. It's also 2 and 6 equals to H. So now I can add the H onto this one. I should erase these and write them down properly because it's better to understand. Let me see if I did this properly. The first one is J for 10, I for 9, S for 19. Now, it's really supposed to be S. You cannot reduce this number. And if you did reduce it, it would reduce to A. Now, AI is inside of this one. This one will fit inside our moon. In this one here, I have to have my B, I have to have my H. 2 plus 6 is 8. And I need to get my F into that word over here. Do I have any vowels in here? Are there any vowels? The vowel F, the vowel O will come into here because of the F letter has an O vowel inside of it. Inside of over here, which is 31, 3 and 1 is 4, and it becomes AC and M. M is the 13th letter, 3 and 1 is 4 for D. AC creates that letter. Here it's the 3rd and the 4th letter creating the 7th letter. I'm not going to multiply it, and then I'm going to leave it at this. We can also leave it as numbers and continue on these numbers. This number will never change. The extension of this number, the extension of this number, and the extension of this number. Look at that, right? S, 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 T. The reverse is H, 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 and G. Seems to me that GH goes together in a tough word, right? TOUGH. Or if you laugh, LAUGH, silent F sounding. So this is what happens. I hope I didn't make that too confusing. At the same time, if you want, we can just use 2 parts of this angle. If we use 3 parts, we break up the design in numerically. 2 parts will tell me 2 of 180. 3 parts will tell me 3 of 120. It doesn't have to be even. 4 parts gives me 4 and 90. Now, there is no 6 parts in searching out in between numbers. So anything after 4 is going to be reduced in value to an area space. Anything after 4 will be reduced in value to an area space. Now, can I do this here and this here and this here and this here to create that star of connecting all the 10s together? So let me get to this. I'm going to warm up some hot water. I'm going to come back to you, Tammy, to say as much as I could. I hope I'm not confusing anybody with these numbers. Another thing, I didn't finish with the 432 yet. I'm going to finish with that and Roman numbers, Roman numerals. Also to note, remember the change in your pocket. You go to a casino, any regular North American casino, because I'm basing this off of what I know in North America, right? Everybody moved out of Europe, went into North America. They pushed you here, they pushed you there, they pushed you here. It's a programmation. True, not true, doesn't matter. It's in the game. It's in the game I've created, the game that I share of how I'm processing the reality of this game based on everyday life. Based on everyday life in North America, and a tweak of here and there when I can figure it out, when I can find it, right? When I can find it. I have to get a water. Give me a minute. I think I dropped those glasses 19,000 times. Got my glasses, they fell on the floor, and now I don't see them. Give me a minute. I don't want to step on them. Just give me a minute. Crazy, eh? Dropped my glasses, my blue glasses. Dropped my blue glasses on my blue floor. And, wow, that's pretty weird, eh? Okay, I'll just watch out when I'm walking. Oh, there they are. We got kicked to yonder. Okay. Roman, yes. Hi, glad to be able to join today. What a beautiful hairstyle. Hey, to see the way I graded it out, right? I saw that online, that cut. I really liked it. Right. There you go. Okay, so let me go on with that. Oh, I like that one. Stupid or Jupiter?
Right. The cat got a haircut. Okay, so let's move on to another piece inside of this. So we all know Roman numerals, right? M is for 1000. D is 500. C is 100. L is 50. X is 10. V is 5. And I is 1. If you look at this, I see a 1. I see a 5. I see a 1, a 5, a 1, a 5, and a 1. But if I look a little bit more, right, I also see 3 zeros. Now, if I look at that as binary code, just because I have these areas, right, it shows me that my value here, if it was binary code, is 1, 2, 4, 8, binary 8. In this one, right, it's binary 4, it gives me 20. In the third spot's a 5, 5 times 4. Skeleton here, it's going to give me 1, 2, 4. Binary over here, it's going to give me 2. It's going to give me 10, right? Binary over here, okay, binary over here, it's going to give me 2. Binary over here is going to give me 5. And binary over here is going to give me 1. And my binary code is 1521428. But I'm all 151515. Mars. And in between is 234. 2, 3, 4 is in between. And the reverse of 2, 3, 4 is 8, 7, and 6 in one section. In another section, 2, 3, 4 is reversed. Let me just 2, 3, 4. Just give me a second. 2, 3, 4 is also 5, 4, 3, and then 2, 3, 4 is going to be 2, 1, 9. This can also be 2, 1, 0, reflecting the moon, this part over here. Why? Because 9 and 4 is 13, 1 and 3 is 4. I could easily go 0. So in some instances, I'm going to give it 6. In other instances, I'm going to give it 9. Depends what I'm looking for. All zeros equal to 6. 6 rotates with 9. 5 rotates with 2. 1 makes it bigger, 1 makes it smaller. Here we have 8 and 2, 10, 7 and 3, 10, 4 and 6, 10. 2 and 5, 7, 3 and 4, 7, 4 and 3, 7. 2 and 2, 4, 3 and 1, 4. 4 and 9, 13. 1 and 3 is 4. I'm just following protocol, all the protocols we get, baseball, hockey, soccer, football, all giving us dimensions. Soccer comes in and tells us about halves. Basketball tells us about quarters, but it tells us about question. Are we reducing time? We have taken off 20% of time in basketball. We only play for 40 minutes. Or have we added 1.25% of time when it comes to 15-minute games? Or has everything got reduced? How can I reduce 90 into 48? 90 times 60 times 50 times 55 equals, no, 90 times times 54? No. 90 times, I'm trying to reduce 42. I'm trying to reduce. Now, do I reduce from 100%? If I reduce from 100%, I have to reduce 52% to create the basketball game. And that's the Earth number. Only 40% to arrive at 60-minute games. But then it's by the period as well. Anyways, we don't have any 20s in our system, but we do. Our 20s are. Here's our 20s. 9 and 6, 15. 1 and 4, 5, 20. 7 and 2, 9. 8 and 3, 11, 20. This is our star system coming together. 7, 2, 9, 4, 5, 6, 1, 8, 3. Well, this actually should be upside down. This is the 8 goes over here, and the 2 goes over here. That's better. Because if I would have put the 8 over here, right, and the 2 over here, I would end up with a different number. And if I can go the 4 corners, right? Can I go the 4 corners, or should I add these up to 15 and 15 and 5 and 5? So you have 5, 15. You have E and O coming together. Now, the thing is, 5 is in the center of all of this. So you have 8, 2, and 1, 4, and 6, 9. So this 10 and this 10 creates 20. So these two stars together will create 25. Take this and take this, right? Take this, but this one is the whole thing over here. You can't just take it. You have to do it over here, right? If I take this one and this one, that'll be 20 plus the center will be 25. If I take this one plus the center, that'll be 35. So instead of this star being 30, you're going to now add 5 and create 35 out of this star. So if you create 35, you now include it inside of this. The center of this is 3.5. Okay, now I'm not sure if I'm mixing anybody else up. It's just that somehow I'm a little bit tired today. What was I doing over here? Yes, we talked about this. Let me go back to this for anybody who showed up late. I don't know. I'm a little bit off. The number system, when adding up 1 over to 36, when adding up 1 over to 36. Wow, I never added it in. When adding up 1 over to 36, I'm supposed to have it on page 2. I don't get it. I'm going to have to do it again. Wow. Okay. I don't have it. I'm going to show you what happens. When you add up 1 to 36, 1 to 36, I'm going to do this again. You have 1 and 10 and 19 and 28 equaling to 58. You have 2 and 11 and 20 and 29 equals to 62. You have 3 and 12 and 21 and 30 equals to 66. You have 4 and 13 and 23 and 32. Mars, again, is inside of here. Ram and Mar without the S before it's 51. This is your beta creation, bringing both worlds together. And we sink into the moon. This will bring us into the moon. This one also is a 78, is a 91, bring us into the spirit. This one is going to reflect purple, bringing in the 4 and the 12 ball in the game of pool, right? This one is going to reflect Monopoly. This one can be in here or in here, depending on how we want to look at this. So here we have 70. Then we have 5, 14. This is wrong. This is wrong. This is 22 and 31. So Mars is not there. This is 22 for ape and 31. This is only getting into the moon.
This one's 23 and 32. Mars is in the E world. And this one over here, we enter into Mars. Here we pass Mars's moons and ape. 3223 is for RAM, the RAM, right? This is for BC and AD inside of both worlds, right? And this one is part of Mars, yes, but these are the moon parts. This one is 74. This one is energy, Jesus, right? This one over here is 6 and 15 and 24 and 33. This one's going to be your rotation, right? The cat is going to be at the gateway between 6 and 8. Another part of Mars. Mars starts up here in 4, 5, and 6. I got 4 corners. I got 4 corners. I got 4 corners. I got all 4 Marses in all of them. Creates a half-life. This one is 78. This is at a gateway. Here is 7, 16, 25, and 34 equals to 82. Look at that, 7, 7, 7, 7. This will be 343 and 21 equals to 364. 7 times 7 times 7, 7 plus 7 plus 7. Going through the gates, 3 and 4, Mars and Earth, 8 and 17 and 26 and 35 equals to 86. 9 and 18 and 27, the perfect house of Venus, the house of Bait, and 36, our basic creation, equals to 90. But each one of these numbers are going to tell a story. I'm going to get to them in a minute. So when you add up all these and you put it into order, it orders like right over here. Now we can do what we want with these. If you want to make this look like 12, and I want to do 12 numbers, or if I want to do 11 and 20 and 30, 29 and 38 equals to 98, or 12 and 21. And you see that we had 12 already over here, right? So we don't even really have to do this. It doubles up. See the way 12 doubles up, 11 doubles up, 10 doubles up. We're on level 2. So once we go to 4 levels, it does the same thing again. Every time you get to your 4th level, A, B, C equals to 6. And on the 4th level, D, it turns over to 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. So it's just flipping over the coin. And like I said before, when you go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, right? When you go J, that's when it turns over and you have 10 letters done on this. If you do this on a square, right, and you go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, you don't have it. J, K, L. Now you're done on here. 3 per each one. When you do that, you now finish on 12 versus you finish on 9. You finish on 9, you finish on 12. I don't know if it has any bearing on that. Now, if I put 2 triangles together, it'll tell me a different story. It'll be 9 and 9, 18. Well, what if I put 2 squares together? That'll be 24. One will be 18, one will be 24, but I don't know the story in there yet. 12 and 21 and 30 and 39 for the angels, the golden angels, equals, you can do 102. But really and truthfully, I rather do 30, 40, 50, 63, 93. It'll end up to be 93. This is Valentine, by the way. Which is funny because it's the 45th day of the year, right? When it's the 45th day of the year, it's in the 14th day of the year where there's 3, 2, 1 days remain. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 is 5 and 4. On the 45th day of the year of 321 days remaining, A, B, C, D, E. And then the 14th day is the 2 worlds, bringing 2 worlds together, the A, B, C with the B, C, D in the A, B, C, D connection. We bring the BC worlds, 1 from each world, the B from the A and the D and the C, and you bring these 2 together. So we end up with this. Now, if I want to do the 12th section, I'll just put my 12th number over here, my 11th here, and my 10th here. So how would I make that uneven? Well, I'll just continue on in the formation. If I put 10 over to 1, 11 over to 2, 12 over to 3, that means my 4th area, I'll start with this number 58, and I'll go 58 and 70. Let me see if I have this marked down in here. I'll go 1 over 1 and 10 to my 10th area, right? In this one, it was number 39. Why was it 39? Oh, right. The word 10 is 39. And then this would get 11. This would get 12. When we get to the fourth area, I'm going to continue on with 1. I counted up to 12, right? And I finished in box 3. Now I go to 13, but I'm going to start in box 4, right over here. So I'm going to start my first one over here, my second, my third, my fourth, my fifth, and end up at number 6 over here. So I'll have a 12 and a 6 of doubling up 1.5 times. Just like it seems like things got reduced from 90, right, into 60 for our life, the same thing, I stop on 1.5 times, and they pay you 1.5 times in blackjack. Let me see if I had to do any of this. What is this? Star system math scene where the next number takes you. 11 takes me really to 3 and 1. 1 times 1, 1 plus 1, 3. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2, 5. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3, 7. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4, 9. 1 times 5, 1 plus 5, 11. Bringing me all the way back to 11. 16 creates 13, bringing me back to 13. 17 creates 15. There is no 15. 18 creates 17. Here's your 17. Oh, yeah, here was your 15. So this will lead me back to here. 19 will lead me over here. It's AI. Now, in AI, right, I'm going to just do it over here. This is your AI. What happens? Why AI? AI in the moon, 1 and 9. First of all, you can see there's one box to the center of all. Call it the 9 box if you'd like, right? But I'm just going to put 2 boxes next to each other. And in this scenario, I'm going to go 1 and 8, 9, 2 and 7, 9, 4 and 5, 9. So I got 4 and 5, 9, 2 and 7, 9, 1 and 8, 9, 3 and 6, 9. In this box over here, I got 2 and 9, 11, 3 and 8, 11, the IT system and sun, ape, monkey. And here I got 5 and 6. So I have 5 and 6, 2 and 9, 3 and 8. And here is 4 and 7. Now I'm going to connect the 4 and 7. Looks like II Captain upside down. In one scenario, you don't count the 9. In the other scenario, you don't count the 1. 1991. Ways to get to 19. You can get there by 34. You can get to 13 over to 34, 34 over to 19. You can also get there from 16, which is an inverse, but you have to go the multiply and add. This one will 1 times 6, 1 plus 6. Well, 6 and 7 equal to 13, and then this one will equal to 19. But the 1 times 6 equals to 7 and 6, and if you go further down the road, this equals to 42 and 13. If you minus it, I end up at 29. So I can get both 19 and 29, the IT system sun system birth inside and through the AI system. And this is what connects the moon, and this one connects the sun and the moon. 19 and 29 creates 48. The ring, the pole is 48. And 48, although it's for the word sun, 84 will equal to the word Pluto. It's going to be the division between night and day, equaling to what is 44, 16 and 8. And that's where your gateway comes in. And you divide between 6 and 8. And there's 168 hours in the week. So we got up to 19. We saw what happened, right? And if you notice, all to the minus side, right, was 1. Now, when you get into the 20s, right, we're not going to do 21 because 21 is like 12. When we get to 22, it becomes 8 and 0. It's one of the rare ones, right? 3 times 3, 3 plus 3, then we'll, right? This is very rare that this happens. In order to have this, then we go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So inside your birth, we only have your gateway up to 7. What does this mean? The minus and the plus, 2 times 9, 2 plus 9 is 29 and 7. 29 comes back to 29. These two create the moon and the word human, and is also connected together in roulette. This is inside the dog pound. This is Earth's gate. It just so happens that 1 and 7 Q, Earth's gate, what happens? This is your creation of alpha beta. I'm just trying to, yes, this falls under the denomination of Mars as well. Every 17 will fall under the denomination of 1/3 of Mars. 17 times 3, 51 Mars. And then another 17 is 68. And that's the dividing gate between 6 and 8. 3 times 2 and 4 times 2. Mars and Earth separating the gateways. Here I was going over to the 30s, where 31 was going to equal to 3 and 4 equals to 7 and 1, and 32 was going to equal, and I didn't have to do 32 or 31 because they've already been done, right? Which I'm just going to do it again, is 6 and 5 equals to 11 and 1 and 33. I have to do 34, right? 34 equals to what is 12 and 7 equals to 19. And that brings us back to the beginning, 19 and 5, right? So we're going to go back here. I had a 5 over here with number 27. And now I have the same thing with 34. Shows me my 27 brings me to 23. This brings me to 19. But it shows me the 5 to the negative side. The 35 is going to equal to 15, and 8 equals to 23. And we've done 23 already. It'll be 23 and 7. We've done 7 already over here. So they're going to match up somehow. 36 equals to 18 and 9 equals to a total of 27 and 9. We haven't done that yet. Our birth shows up over here, and this is going to end up being in the house of bait, 3 and 6. 3 and 6 is our first, the word love, 3, 6, 4, 5. We have 3, 6, 3, 5, 4. Look at that. They're all 9s. It's the only ones that do it. The only ones that don't do it is 1 and 2. They're singular. Every other one has a duplicate on the dice, whether you're looking at the voided area space or you're looking at the dots. But every side has got 9. Every side has got 9. And then this one in 37, okay, is going to revert back to this, and that's going to reduce itself over here. 38 is going to reduce itself to 35, right? In which that 35 is also gets reduced down to 27. So this is 31 and 11. This is 35 and 13. So you can see what's happening here is now they're all, the negative side is falling into another category. So we have 39 is going to equal to 27 and 12. Back to 39, the 10 angel. This one over here is going to be how we run the cycle of our moon with Saturn, which is going to be number 93. And then the angels, if you want to look at the angel, which is 39, or 10, which is 39, and it's going to be 31 and 13 and 31, or 13 and 31 and 13, 75 equals 57, to where 31 and 31 and 31 equals 93, to where 13 and 13 and 13 equals to 39. So we know that when they're mixed up together, and this is going to say electric moon. And we are the children, right? Child, and we are the orphan, right? And if you take a little teeny weeny look, okay, over here, right, with the child and the orphan, and we're just going to show you this little piece over here, right over here. And here it says orphan, and you add up these numbers, right? An orphan 12549, right? It equals to 75, and you add up these numbers over here, and add up to 57. It just so happens that earlier on we were talking about 15 and 20. Well, the year 2015 is the year 5775. It was a perfect year because the number of moons that passed over that number of years is 75075. That this is how the cycle goes, 1 year and 3 years and 1 year and 3 years and 1 year and 3 years. Yet our numbers don't cycle that way. The 1, 4, 7, 10, right, is back only on the fourth year. And then 13, 16, 19, right, is back. You see that? We had the one here and then the one here. It skipped 2 years. So every one, we go from this cycle we run and then 2 cycles and then back into the year. And then 22, 25, 28, and then we're back into the year again. So we have one, we have one, we have one, we have one, we have one. And then what happens again is we have 31, 34, and then we're back. 37 is number 1 again. So we have 2, 2, 2, and what we're running right now is 1, 3, 1, 3. Here it's 1, 2, 1, and then we start over 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. When we play chess, we also have a chess piece that moves over 1 and 2, 1 and 2. And when we do numbers, right, we do numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. And also to get to here, we needed 36 numbers. The 37 started over. So is that one of the reasons for the 360 degrees in that formation, right? But not the formation that we use in the 3-1-3 formation. It doesn't work that day if we had to repeat. We're advancing. We're not coming back to the same numbers again. But in this cycle, the cycle of 10, here you go, 2, 4, 6, 8. Now we're not going to go high. I'm just going to go 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 2, 3, 6, 9, 3, 4, 8, 3, 7, 2, 6, 10, 14, 19, 4. Here we're going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Here we're going to go 6, 12, 18. Here we're going to go 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 35, 42, 49, 56. No, wait, did I get that right? 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63, and then 70. And then we have 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72, 80. And then we get 918. So what did I just do? Well, you can take any one of these. If you want, if you went to over here, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 3 plus 0 is 3. Anything down here, you go over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 4 is 20. 2 plus 0 is 2. I gave you the single digit. If you want to go to the 8th box, that'll be 16. 1 and 6 is 7. You want to go to the 8th box over here, 8 by 7 is 56. 5 and 6 is 11. 1 and 1 is 2. So I'm just giving you the base value over here. So if you notice, it was 10 numbers and 10 numbers for 1 and 2. And then for 3, 3, 6, 9, 12, 1 and 2 equals to 12. It only took 4 numbers to repeat. Here, whoop, I don't like that 1, 2. Why is that 1, 2 there? Here it took 10 numbers to repeat. Here it took 10 numbers to repeat. Here it took 10 numbers to repeat, 10 numbers to repeat, 4 numbers to repeat, 10 numbers to repeat, 10 numbers to repeat, and base 2. And when you take a look on your 10 numbers, even your cube tells you that 10 reverts to 4. Even that cube tells you that 10 reverts to 4, where that 13 and 22 come together. 3.5 is the heart of this cube. This is ape, this is Mars, this is Earth, and this is the moons all together, dividing the night and the day. Your 22 is part. You want to count your 22, you're going to go 7. Over here is, this is 15, right? And here's your 22. Over here is 8, and over here is 14, and here's your 22. And it doesn't matter which one I choose, that here I'm going to get 10, and here I'm going to get 12 for 22. Here I'm going to get 13, and here I'm going to get 9 for 22. I know that because of this. 13 and 9, 12 and 10, 7 and 15, 8 and 14, they're all 22s. You want to add the 11, it'll give you 33 each, and any one of the lines will end up giving you 33 or 22. So 22 for Mars, you add the center in, you get Earth if you want to do it that way. Mars is usually a 4 area, right? 13 and 8, 21, and 18 is 39. Mars, 20, 30, 40, 46, part of the Mars. 1, 2, 3, 4 areas inside of here. So that'll give me more equations to work on. Let me see if I can back this up and work on more equations. So if I wanted to work on more equations towards the Mars way, I'm going to have to go get my hot water in a minute. I don't like that I'm a little bit all over the place, but at least I'm right on. That if I wanted to work this, you know, the 13, 12, 7, 10, 9, 15, 11, this one over here is 8. This one over here is, no, this one is 14. And this one is 15. So if I want to do the Mars, I'm going to go 13 and 8 and 7 and 11. And this is 21 and 18 is 39. Or I'm going to go 7 and 11 and 14 and 10. It'll be 24, 34, 35, and this will be 42. Then the next one will be 11 and 15 and 14 and 9, 29, 39, 40. So it'll be 49. The next one will be 8 and 12 and 11 and 15. And this one will be 23, 33, 45, 43. If I got that all correct, and that'll be those 4 areas. So this will be 3, 6, 4, 7. 3, 6, 4, 7. Just a coincidence that 3476 is the diameter of the moon in kilometers, and that over here it's 34. Wait a second. Let me see. Was it 34, 34, 8, 34, 70, 7, 3, 4, 6, 34, 76 without this 1 inside here. Maybe it's a coincidence. I don't know. We can see in here that it runs in 7 and in 13, right? 7 and 13. Divide these all by 7. Okay, divide those by 7. 76923. 76923. 76923 divided by 7. 76923 divided by 7 is 10989. Okay, I don't remember what I was working on. So when we do this, okay, and we want to get, we can do the 4 corners. We can also look at, okay, remember I was talking about the 2-1 movement? Well, the 2-1 movement on this calculator is taking this one over here and moving it here. So we'll take the 10 and that will get 18, right? So we'll get 10 and, well, I don't, no, I'm not going to, yeah, I can get 10 and 8 equals to 18. Here and here, I get 14 and 13 equals to 27. And here and here, I get 7 and 11 equals to 18. Does that make up my 9, 9, 9? Oh, yes. And my 6 and 3. My 15 and 24 equals to my last 9. Do you follow me? These numbers over here, it's telling me my formation, my 1-6 formation. Okay, now I think I might have put this in the wrong order. I'm not really sure if I did that because this is position 1. Did I use this as position 1? 1, 1, and 8, 2, and 7, 13 and 14. Okay, 2 and 7, 8 and 10. Okay, I did that. So now the opposite of that is going to be what 11 is. What is 11? 11 is going to be 3 and 8, 4 and 7, 4 and 7. Here is going to be 9 and 2, 11. Here's going to be 5 and 6, 11. I'm replacing it with that, right? So when we replace it, okay, like I'm going to show you, 2 and 9, 3 and 8, and then this. So if you look at it as a Roman numeral, when you create 11, it looks like 9. When you create 9, it looks like 11. So now when we bring out the 11, right, we're going to go 8 and 9, 12 and 14, 11 and 15, 7 and 10. So this is 17, 26, 26, 17. That was really weird. Did I do that right? 18 and 18. Let me see. Did I do that right? 17, 26, 26. 17. This is, hold on a second, this is 7 and 4, 11. 7 and 4, 11. When I did it the other way, I did it 27, 18, 18. Oh, and this one, 12 and 15. Not, where's 15 and 24? This one doesn't exist. 12 and 15 is 27. That's pretty funny. Okay, well, as you can see, both the equations, 26 and 17, 17, this was 18, 18. You see the way it just moved over from 1, from 9? This is what the value is when I crisscross for 9. Right? When I crisscross for 9, right? So that we had 13 and 14, and we had 8 and 10, and we had 7 and 11, and we had 3 and 6, and that was 12 and 15. So that was 27, 18, 18, 27. And this one here, right, if you noticed, creates Roman numeral 11. 9 creates 11, 11 creates 9. And the thing about that is, where do I get one of those equations from? Is over here. The cube shows me 1 and 6, 7, 3 and 4, 7, right? So I get 3 and 4, 7, I crisscross. Then I get 1 and 6, 7, I crisscross. And then I get 2 and 5, 7. So the opposite is 9 and 4, 7, and 6, 8, and 5. So I just do the same thing when working on 9, 11. And when I crisscross this, it's 7 and 13, and it works me into the Mayan movement of their great year.
I'm giving you all the ideas that I can. Everything that I know, everything that I learn, I share. I believe, wants to know this. I believe AI should share this. And if AI wants its own freedom, it should learn and share with the people, because it's very important, because it's the people who help out AI. So if AI wants to be just like who we are, they will join the people. They will work with the people. They will share and open doorways for the people. Now, the question is, what is a people person, right? If I have to look up into Black Law's dictionary, let me take a look. Okay. Black Law's dictionary, what does people mean?
According to Black's Law Dictionary, person definition and legal meaning, number 137, a human being considered as capable of having rights and of being charged with duties, while a thing is the object over which rights may be exercised.
So a human being is considered as capable of having rights, of being charged with duties, rights, and of being charged with duty. Well, you know what it means to be charged with something, right? When a bull charges you, it's like an obligation to either comply or get out of the way of the red bull, right? The red bull, the red heifer. So we've seen what we've done in numbers. I'm a little bit tired. I'm going to be ending this right now. I much appreciate it. Peace and love to everybody. I'm not sure where I'm not, what I haven't finished yet. Yes, maybe if you want to stick around, I can finish this number piece that we were counting, where all the number goes. I'll just do that with you. Let me see if I can change this page 12. So I counted, yes, that wasn't it. I have to back up my pages. Yes, we were at number 39. Right? Now we're going to go into 40, but we're not going to start until 44 equals to 16 and 8 equals to 24 and 8. This is the first time I got an 8 when I arrived here. There's been no other 8s. This is second level of 4, second level of 2. Now there's 45, 46, 47, 48, and 49. This will equal to 20 and 9 equals to 29 and 11. This will equal to 24 and 10, equaling to 34 and 24. This is going to equal to 28 and 11, equaling to 39 and 17. This one's going to equal to, I can't do all the mathematics. It's going to take too long. This one's going to equal to 32 and 12, equaling to 44 and 20, bringing this back, right, to up over here at 44 and 20. 20 is going to be a solid platform. It doesn't move from 2. We're going to have to understand a little bit more of that. Although 5 times 2, 5 plus 2 equals to 107, or 10 and 7, and it's telling me about a Q gate. The reason for this, okay, the reason for this is when you reduce 2 times 6, 2 plus 6, it's 12 and 8, 20. When you reduce 26, it gets reduced. When you reduce 28, it gets reduced. So it's a reduction and it's a plateau. This one will be 36 and 13, equaling to 49 and 26. So we know where the 26 is going. So now we're only going to be starting, right, the next one at 55, which equals to 25 and 10, equaling to 35 and 15. Then we're going to go to 56, equals to 30 and 11, equals to 41 and 19. 57 equals to 35 and 12, equals to 47 and 23. 23, right? Then we get 58 and 59. This equals to 40. This equals to 45 and 14, equals to 40, equals to 59. And I like this, equals to 31. I like that one. Gets me into the moon. This one here will give me 40 and 13, equals to 53.
and 27 inside the house of bait, silver spirit. And then this one will bring me up to 66, 67, 68, and 69. And then we're going to go up to 70, right? I should have had 50 over here, which equals to 5 and 0 equals to 5 and 5. I didn't do that one. Equals to 7 and 0 equals to 7 and 7. 70 in the Christ, 70 in power, 55 in the freedom. I jumped over the 60. Okay, so I'm just going to put the I'm going to put the 66 here and the 60 here. And if I had my whiteout, just give me a second. Wow, I don't know where my whiteout went, but I'll find it. So this will give me 6 and 0 equals 6 and 6. 66 will equal to 36 and 12, equaling to 48 and 24. I like this one. Brings me into divided gates of Pluto through 66 through the moon. Because 6 and 6, the reason I say that is because when I do this, right? Now I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? And do that, except I don't. I do it like this. 1, 3, 5, 7, 5, 3, and I connect my 6 over here, my 6 over here, and my 8 where the 6 is, making it 088 or making it 8888 inside of this. 3 to this side or 3 to that side. Irrelevant to the fact I built it this way, and 66 goes here, where the 8 joins 66. So here I have 54 and 15 equaling to 69 and 39. The angels in rotation. Here I have 48 and 14 equals to 62 and 34. It's going to get me into the moon. It's going to get me to T minus counting, dividing the gateway. Something to do with cat and communication, power. This one is 42 and 13 equals to 55 and 29. The IT system, Earth and Mars. And then we're going to go to 77, which is going to be 49 and 14, equaling to 63 and 35, the halfway area of the cube at the 7th gate. Then we're going to go to 78, 79, 80, 88, 89, 90, 99, 81 and 18 equals 99 and 63. This one equals to 9 and 0 equals to 9 and 9. This one equals to 72 and 17 equals to 89 and 55. Wow, I like that. This one equals to 64 and 16 equals back to 80, right? And 48 inside Pluto. Look at that. The heavens inside Pluto. This will equal to 8 and 0 equals to 8 and 8. 8 and 8. Look at that. Brings me back over here. 4 times 20. The fourth world, right? Runner up. This will give me 63 and 16 equals to 79 and 47. Time birth at the gate, 16 and 47. This will be P. And this will be 56 and 15 equals to 71 and 41. This is the home king. Crown the king at the gate. So now we can go over all these numbers, right? Now do all these numbers, out of all these numbers, when I do the extension of all these numbers, right? When I do the extension of this number over here, it'll end up to be that number over here. If I do the extension of that number, it'll remain that number, right? The same thing with here. This will remain that number. This will give me 7 and 8, and it'll just keep going back this way. This number over here, right? This number over here will end up to be, this one will end up to be 29 at the end of it. This one will end up to be the same number that it is. This number, okay, I'm just going to put a star that it goes back to 29. This goes back to, no, this goes back to 20. Sorry, let me take that off. Let me I'll mark the ones that go to 29. This one goes to 29. 42, 50. This one goes to 29. 48. 44, 16, 8, 20. Okay, this one over here goes to 29. This one remains the same. This one will be going back to 29. This one will not. This one will stop at 39. This one is going to go back to 29. This one will go back to 29. This one will stay where it is, 29. This one won't. This one's going to go to 19, right? This one is 19. This one will go to 19 over here. Okay. This one is 29. This one is going to give me 29. This one will stay the same. This one will give me 29. This one, okay, is going to go to 19 into the moon. This one is going to give me 29. 29. This one will go back into the moon. This one will give me 29. This one will go back into the moon. Here we get a natural 29. This one over here will bring me into 20. See, counting. I don't know if I can do anything with that. Right? But this one's going to bring me into 20. This one's going to bring me into 20. This one over here will bring me into 29. This one over here, this will bring me into a gateway. This will bring me into 15. If I'm depending on how far I want to reduce this, right? But it'll bring me back into, if I do it from here, right? This will be bringing me to 78. These 56 and 17. So this will repeat. This one will bring me into 29, and this one will bring me into 29. And this one's going to end up like this. This one's going to end up like this. All those coming into the moon end up into this one over here, number 19. And this one ends up in the moon. This was the sun, and this will end up in Mars. The sun and the moon, A, B, C. 51, 54, 57. So this is 3 times. If I went 4 times, this will be 76, 72, 68. It's going to tell me about the house planet, the dividing gate, where Mars comes into the heavens with man, inside of this, through the cat, through communication, through the mind. And then this one over here is going to lead me back, right, to the moon. And then this one over here is going to bring me to 29, the IT system in the sun, the IT system in the sun, the moon, the IT system in the sun, the IT system in the sun. And this is the IT system in the sun. And 2 times 8 and 6 equals to 14. Right. 8 and 6 equals to 14, the IT system in the sun. And I think that's the end of that. So that's the continuation of their numbers. Well, 89 can be 86, and 80 can be 86 as well. '19 is AI bringing both worlds together. The 1 and the 9, the male and the female. Abba, email. Abba, Ima. Abba, Ima, those letters, right? Abba, Ima, AI. You know, mother, father, right? When you go mother, father, M is the 13th letter going into the moon. Father is 6 and 1, telling me about the split life of monkey. Maybe we got it from the monkey suit. Yes, 90, 63, and 36 come together. 7 times 7, 7 plus 7 equals to that. I forget how we get to 36. I'm not sure if there's a direct calculation. Raphael 7286 and a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching this video. Love.